I don't think that from a regulatory perspective, the considerations that the UK regulators would have differ in any large respect to the considerations of any regulator of a mature jurisdiction like the UK. And for me, the principal one, and if we think back to 2008, it was one of the underlying issues that was highlighted by the crisis, and that's the interconnectivity of markets and the globality of the markets that we operate in, particularly in the financial services world, and particularly in the area of derivatives. And what is important, I think, for managing risk is to understand how you can standardize procedures, how you can standardize regulation, how you can create environments which are harmonized cross-border. And in the absence of being able to create, I guess, what everybody's dream would be, well, perhaps it's just my dream, but a single global market, then I think you need to give consideration about how markets interoperate. Being British, quite focused on Brexit and the risks and challenges that will bring in the UK regulatory space. And the principal one, we talked earlier a little bit about how markets are interconnected. And what Brexit essentially does is introduce a virtual wall, if you like, between the UK and what today is its principal regulatory environment. The real danger is fragmentation of the markets, because we use the same standards today, we have common data pools, and that is how you maintain those standards going forward, because there will be a risk of divergence of the UK away from the European regulatory standards at some point. The second challenge that I'd like to talk about is the more global challenge of cybersecurity, and that is whether you're talking to participants or regulators. If it's not the number one challenge that they identify, then it is certainly in the top three. And it's a global issue, and so it will have to be dealt with globally. And so the UK regulatory authorities will have to work together with the authorities from other jurisdictions in order to create cross-border solutions to this, because this isn't something that I think one regulator on their own will ever be able to create appropriate solutions for. It will have to be a joint effort.